hopefully you can all see me. Good evening from my side. Hope you guys have had a wonderful week and it's been fantastic. And that is my official word for the day. Fantastic. What does fantastic mean? It means you're fantastic and amazing pushed together. So tonight, what are we going to look at? We are going to look at TradingView, the setup. I realized after all this explaining, I didn't even teach you how to set up your TradingView. So that is what we are going to do. So while I log out of this account, let's get some music back on. So basically what we get started with is, I obviously am not going to use my personal email because I have my own account already. So I have started my own other email, which is just a temporary email for the setup. So I will never be using this, but it's just for you guys to see how you can set up your TradingView. All right, so let us see. So firstly, obviously, if you don't know where TradingView is, we go to www.google.com and we go TradingView, TradeRacker. Yo, no, we're not going to TradeRacker. TradingView, and we click on TradingView. Then we say get started. All right, we're gonna sign up. You see, we're gonna sign up. All right, that's what we are doing tonight. We are signing up on TradingView. What do we do on TradingView? We do all our analysis of our trades, where the markets are going for our trades. Even if you are investing in the markets, you can see the different prices in a lot of detail. So today we're going to sign up with that. You can see there are many options. You can have the free account, which we are going to go with today. All right, I currently have this one at the moment, the 30 days $12.95 one, because I'm not using the higher ones. I don't think there is a need for the high ones. I think the entry level is okay. The free one is just a little, it misses some aspects like the replay mode. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Well, let us stop ranting, Heather. Let's get into it, right? Let's actually get into it. No. Okay, let's get into it. So yeah, let us get into it now. Okay, no, we're going to sign up by email. That's what we are going to do. We are going to sign up by email right now. So let me get my email, my temporary email. Copy. All right, and we're gonna paste that one. Copy. We'll make anything. Let's us make the password easy as possible, because as I said, I'm not going to use it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 exclamation mark. Oh no, let us see, what is it? Okay, funny feather. Yo. Funny feather. Done. I'm not a robot. We have to do the capture bot. Motorcycle, next. Verify. Bicycles. That's a bicycle. And that's a bicycle. Verify. Create account. Okay, not now. Not now. So we go back to the temporary email. Wow, look here. Confirm. So there we go. Confirm email. Simple as that. There we go. Username. Yeah, okay, next. I read. Next. Careful now, you might be on the account. Okay, no. Continue this account. Okay, so obviously we are going to the super charts. And we have this. This is what we are looking at the moment. We have this one, right? So this is the absolutely new chart. It is clean. There are no indicators. There's nothing, all right? So first of all, what we're going to look at is our watch list. It has already given you different ones, yeah? So what do we have in our watch list? It seems like you cannot see the watch list. So if we go over there, okay, you can see we have the different watch lists. So we have indices, stocks, futures, Forex, and crypto. So whatever you need to do is you first obviously got to choose what you are trading, right? So how do we do that? We go into the search bar. Okay, so we just go add, then we go looking for adding a symbol. So I don't think they have, see, they only have, let's make it bigger so we see exactly what they have below. Okay, so these are the different ones in the watch list at the moment. So we have, we're not looking at these, okay, we'll look at these for now, and Apple and Tesla and Netflix, and then DXY, VIX, DJI, NASDAQ, and S&P 500. So those are all there, right, already. So let us just keep it like that, simple. If you want to add more, you go to the watch list, you go to the plus sign over there, click. Obviously you want maybe we do USD, we like to trade, look at USDJPY. Now what do? We look for USDJPY. We want Forex. Alright, so what do we want? Ice. Oh, that's strange. Why is it like that? Okay, so now what do we use? We use Oanda. Okay, or depending on the broker that you have chosen, that's ones that you choose. So for example, let's just say our broker is Oanda, and we have it, but it's now in the wrong area. So obviously we can just pull it and drag it up over there. There is actually a USDJPY there. Oh, that is me, silly bananas. Okay, so obviously this is FXCM one. All right, that is the other one. This is the Oanda one. Yes, this is the Oanda one. All right, so depending on what broker you have, you are more than welcome to use that broker. Okay, then after that, if you have any crypto that you're investing in or any stocks that you're investing in, you can consistently add them. All right, you can consistently add them out. Okay, you can add that to your list. So now after that, we are going to look at the different tools. All right, so that's the different watch lists. You can click over, change it to the S&P 500. See, now these gaps are normally the difference in days for the S&P 500. Got it. All right, so there we go. Interesting. Okie dokie. All right, then you have NASDAQ. Interesting. DXY. Sometimes you can use this as well, the DXY, to analyze the chart regarding with gold, because this is the US dollar index. So sometimes we use this to analyze gold index and different Forex pairs. We can use this to see whether or not it is a confluence in our trading. Okay, so think enough of that. Let's go back to the other side. The other side where, there we go. All right, so over here, you can see that we have different tools. So we have the line, which makes a line, trend line, boom, boom. Okay, that's the line, right? So you can make a line, or you can use it for anything else. You can use it for your breakouts or your change of characters. Then you can also basically, what you can do, for example, is you're like, okay, well, I use this line quite often. A feather has to get it straight. All right, so then now what I do, I add text. Okay, so maybe I write this as chalk, yeah, bullish, a chalk bullish, right? So now we're setting this up, chalk bullish, boom. Okay, then what do we want to do? We want to click it, then we want to save it as a template. Okay, no, what am I saying? Chalk bullish, bearish, Miss Feather, bearish, Miss Feather, bearish. So now that is where the chalk occurred, right? So now what we do is we save it. Save as. We can save as CHC bearish. Save. Okay. And I can also change the color too if I want. Maybe I make it black because I like it black. Okay, so there we have that we use for our lines, and you can then also favorite it. Trend line, Alt T, we are making it favorited, yes? Okay. We have our favorite box. So that is the first one that we are using. Okay, the trend line. Then we can go and have a look. What other ones? Do we use the ray? I don't really use the ray a lot. Extended line, not much. Horizontal line, horizontal ray, vertical line. I mean, you could use these, but I don't use these. What I sometimes use is the parallel channel. So I put that there. So how does this work? Basically, you take it from one low to another low, and then we bring it up. And you can see within that channel, it shows you the movement of the market. All right. Okay, so those are two that we have saved in our favorites. Okay. So now, after that, let's have a look. And do we use any of these other ones? Trend, flat, top, bottom, destroy, pitchfork, no. I don't use any of them. Okay, then the next one, I will always use the fib retracement. It is one of the things I do use for my analysis. I do use that for my analysis. Alright. Okay. So now, basically, what's going to happen is, what else do we use? Trend base? No, fib, no. Then I use the gun box. How I use the gun box is I will show you. Okay, right. Let us first use the Fibonacci. And then we can also update our levels. Okay, so now we have different levels, right, guys, for our retracements. Firstly, how do we set this up? We have all these levels. Okay. Now, what do? I do 0, then negative. Okay, so then what I do is negative 50. Okay, negative 50. Why do I have negative 50? What's going on with negative 50? Then I have negative 75. colors as well, you are more than welcome to as well. So how do I use this? Okay, so this is how I use it. Note 01. Okay, so we have different levels here. I think this is the white one. Okay. Okay. Edit this quickly. Which one is this one? Okay. Don't need that. I did a mistake. One. Already have one, so I can delete this one. Silly me. Okay. So we have our levels. Alright. Now, for example, we see in our trade or on the chart, right? It has now gone to 0. Okay. So now it could have a pullback, and then we want to obviously maybe trade it back where the change of character came along. All right, I'm using it on the wrong chart. I should be using it on the proper chart. Hold on, let us go to another chart. Let us go to JBY. Sorry. All right, so now let us see. So it's going in a downtrend, right, guys? So we take it from the highest. Oh, let's make it bigger. 1 hour. Okay, so now you can see we're going in an uptrend, but overall it's in a downtrend, right? But it might have changed character to go back into the uptrend. Okay, so now what we do is we take it from here to here. Boom. So now we have it coming down, but it has not made a change of character yet, so it might not be coming down. It might continue up because this wick hasn't closed, and it hasn't closed below this low, so we don't know. So these are the settings I have for my fib retracement. Okay, then for the gobber box, I also sometimes use it where I go like this. Oh my goodness, it's so confusing, right? So what do? I take all of these out. Price levels, time levels. I don't even use time levels. So, but price levels I do use. So I take all of these out. All of these out. Okay. So what do I do now? Only things that I use are 0, 0.5, and 1. 1. Okay. Alright. Take this one out. Take this one out. That's already there. I'll make that one out. This one out. Okay. So I can see which is my premium levels and which is my price levels. Okay, your premium levels or your discount levels. Okay, so if it's in discounts, it gives me an idea of when to buy and sell, obviously, because then you have your premium price is the upper. If we're in sales, your premium price would be your discount price, your discount price would be here, your premium price would be here, right? So then when it goes into buys, then it changes. Okay, so your discounted price would be here, and then your premium prices would be here. And obviously we want to buy or sell in discount levels, right? So that's what I use the gun box for. Gun box? What's it called? Oh my goodness, the gun box. Yes, this is what I use the gun box for. All right, so that is the gun box. So that is another one that I have on my different favorite box. All right, now with the lines, we get into the MACD pattern, head and shoulders. I sometimes use head and shoulders. Why? To see if the chart is, or the market is reversing. Okay, so I will see if the market is reversing. All right, the market reversing. So I will put that there, and it's already there. So how do we use this? How do we use this? Okay, so basically what you do is you click on it, then we see, okay, maybe this from here to here to here to here, wow, to here to here. So when it's already broken through here, that means it has gone. This has created a perfect head and shoulders pattern. Okay, so what you want to see is when the change of character takes place. Yes, so we obviously have the change of character. Right, so we go like this, templates, click, chalk bearish. Okay, so now we can see that the chalk has occurred, and then what we can do is we can wait for the shoulder to appear. Now, where did the shoulder appear? Let us see. By using the guard box, we put it over here. Boom. And it came up to the 50% level. And so that's where we could have placed our trade to go for a sell. And that is still in the discounted area. It's still in the discounted area. All right, so yeah, that would be the other ones for the discounted area. Right, so those are the couple of head and shoulders. All right, yo, then what else do we have? We have don't use any of these. Other guys, no need to use those. So confusing my brain. I think I need to become a rocket scientist to use these guys. All right, I did read a little bit about the Elliott wave, but I have not mastered it quite yet. Not yet. There are some things I've gone really good at, but Elliott wave, unfortunately, I have not mastered it yet. And if everybody tells you they know everything about trading and there's nothing new to learn, they are lying, because there is always something new you can learn in the markets. All right, so next one, most important to have your position ones. Over here, right? So then you have those. Okay, you have those are the ones you have. Thank you again to the viewers that are always watching me. I love you guys. You are awesome. Thank you guys, always rocking it for me. Thanks a lot. All right, then see, we have a position size for a buy, so we put it here. Yeah, we know what we do here. We take it down to make it at least 1, 2, 3. Yay, we hit profit. Wow, so amazing. I hit profit. But obviously it was already there. So it's a different story. And then for our sell position, we click, we go boom. Okay, we only got 2.3 there. Yay, wow, we hit profit. That's amazing. You know, so that's how we use the different position sizes so we can manage our risk to reward. Just a reminder, your stop level is by 10. So if you wanted 24 pips, you would have to have 240 ticks. Okay, so 10 ticks is equal to 1 pip. Got it? 10 ticks is equal to 1 pip. All right, so that's the position sizing and risk to reward ones that we always have to have, right? Okay, then I always like to have a text one just to write notes for myself sometimes. Some people like to use this note, or sometimes people like to use the call out. I mean, you can have it so you can go like this. Wow, call out. This is the top of the downtrend. Okay, then you could maybe take your fib, take it down here. So maybe. If it is going, see, it's already reached the 50% level, right? So now it might, but look here, it did break structure down here, right? It did break structure down here. So there has not been yet a confirmation in the long term, yeah, for USDPY. For the long term, for the hourly, it's still in a downtrend. Because why? It has already broken structure right over here. This is a boss right over here for the long term, right? Okay. Then also you can add text. Boss bearish. Yeah? Black. We want it black. Okay, then you can save as boss bearish. You can make a little note for yourself. Okay. Boss bearish. So sometimes when it is retracing back for the long term, it might come up all the way back here to the 75%. Might even go higher than the 75%. The only time for the long term now, we're looking at long term, yeah? For the long term, for it to say it's gone into an uptrend, for it to break here. Okay, for the long term. But already on the lower time frames, it is in a upward trend. But look here, it might not even reach. It kind of looks like it's turning, yeah? So like for example, if we go down to the, let's go down to the 15 minute. See, in the 15 minute, kind of had a little bit of a chalk. Boom, right? But then here, look here, had a little bit of a messy head and shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a liquidity sweep over here for it to go back up again, you know. So this one might be boom, 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 might be going back in this direction, but it also might not have finished the move going upwards. So you have to wait and you have to see. Okay, so that is what is happening there. Let's go back to the 1 hour. Also, you can make options, visibility. You can have them on all different time frames or on only one time frame. So for example, I saw this on the 1 hour, so maybe only on the hours I make it. Okay, so now if I go back to the 10 minutes, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So we had the 15 minute, right? Now it's not there anymore. The writing that I typed is not there anymore. It's only on the 1 hour. Okay. See, the writing is back over there. So that's where you can also choose to have different settings for your writing. Sorry, it's slower thinking. My brain was loading during that time, but that's how brains work, right? Sometimes they take long to load, especially when you're my age, you know, and an auntie and all that stuff. Okay, so that is what happens there. Then what else? Text, call outs, comment, price label, flag mark, image. Now I use images because I upload things to make it look nice and stuff like that. So that's why I have the image. Then also we have funny faces, you know, like if you want you can make a funny face over right here. Ha 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 ha, this is so funny. Really. You know, but sometimes what for? What do you need that for? But it makes it look a bit more interesting if you want your charts to look a bit more interesting. Okay, so those are your favorites that you have. If you want to add any other favorites, you're more than welcome. So you have the ruler. Okay, basically the ruler also, you can measure the move. So if you take the ruler, you go down, doop, 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 doop. So remember, volume, 2 days, and you can see how long, 173 pips. Okay. So it went down 1%. You can see that. Gives you the percentage, how many bars, how long did it take, and you can measure it. If you go up, it goes to a different color. Okay, so that's when it's downtrend. And then you click it, it goes away. I don't really use it because I measure it on different calculators. All right, then you can also have your favorite timings. Okay, your favorite timings. So for example, they have ticks, but I don't use the ticks. The ones that I normally use. Okay, my favorite ones are the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the 30 minutes, 15 minutes, and 5 minutes. That's all I use. It's not 3 minutes, 5 minutes, Miss Heather. Miss Feather. All right, so those are the time limits that I have. Okay, then they're all there for me to choose. And oh, obviously the daily. I did forget. So that I can move and I can see difference in movement. Okay, see, so in the daily, it is still in the uptrend. In the daily, it's still in the uptrend. But when you go to the, it started to turn around. Yeah, so look, head and shoulders pattern. Maybe we have it. Boom, 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 boom. See, because it did come from here. So that would be a head and shoulders, but it's going in a very upward direction. So I would need more confluence or more reason to say that it is turned and it is going back down. So when you look at that, you would have to decide by yourself. Normally what I like to see is something that is bigger. So say this one, not that one. So for example, this shoulder is like that. So it breaks the bottom, then it makes another one. For me to, I like it when it goes down like this, because then it shows me more of a direction that it is going down and the continuation is happening. Because when it is going up like this, basically, it might not carry on going down. It might still go upwards. So that's what you've got to have a look at. This is why when we look at the charts, we have to have different rules and how can I say that we stick to, like our confluences and our reasons to take the trade, or reasons to say, the bias is in an upward direction, or the bias is in a bearish direction. You know, so that's what you've got to look at, and you have to justify it for yourself. Like I said, this journey about learning how to trade and people saying that one shoe fits them all is, I don't think it's true. That's just my POV. So what I think is you have to really discover yourself in what you like to trade and how you can trade, because we all have different lives. We all live on different types of schedules. So sometimes, like for me, I can't trade every day because, or even paper trade every day, because I work. You know, I have a job, and so most of the times when do I trade? I trade mainly on paper trading and learning how to trade during my holidays because of my packed schedule. You know, so we all have different types of lives that we live, and we all have different time constraints, and I think that a lot of people don't talk about that. They're like, yeah, just work after your 9 to 5 and stuff like that, but it takes time. You know, so like obviously someone who has every day 12 hours a day to look at the charts, to take each trade or take each open session, like the sessions and stuff like that, you know, you're getting more time in. What I do, even though I don't take paper trades every day, you know, where I'm open and honest about taking paper trades, I'm not one of these people who thinks, no, I can't be saying that I'm taking paper trades, but I'm actually taking paper trades. No, I'm not like that. I take paper trades because I know that to get more practice in, to see how the chart moves, to see what direction it's going in, and those sort of things, so I can perfect my way of trading in a way that I know and I feel confident about. Because I think the most important thing is that you get confident first before you start risking your money, you know. Because I mean, a lot of us, we have different financial situations, you know, like lots of people are like, yeah, just take this course and stuff like that, you know. So if you take the course, you'll become profitable automatically. Not true. Sorry, it don't work like that. You can't just take a course and then just think automatically you are going to be profitable. There is work that you need to put in yourself. Because if you don't put in the work, you can pay anyone $1 million to teach you a course, but if you don't take any action, you will not become profitable. So it's best to take and to learn as much as you can from, how can I say, trustworthy sources, where they are honest and being authentic and saying that, look, you can pay for this course, it's all good, but you're gonna have to put the effort in, you know. Like if you're not consistently putting the effort into yourself, looking at the charts every day, you know, I look at the charts all the time just to see what's happening in the charts. Is it going an upward trend? Is it going in a downward trend? Do I see a change of character? Do I see a break of structure? Just so I can get my mind around seeing different patterns form and different ways the candles form as well, of like, oh, okay, so when that candle appeared, this is what actually happened, you know. But what I've realized is the more you look at it, the more you start to understand how the market moves. Because obviously that's what we want to get used to, you know, like different ways the market moves and different ways it goes and those sort of things. All right, so that is that. So there we have that. Okay, then we also have indicators. Now we have so many indicators. The ones that I mainly use are the time sessions ones. Just can't remember. Time sessions, so you know, time sessions. Is it this one? Okay. Oh, no, it's not this one. It's not this one. I do not use this one. So let me see which one it is. I forgot to write this down. Like, oh my goodness. This one. I mean, this is one that you could use. No, it's not those. Yeah, why can't I remember it? I should have written it down. See, also this one is automatic here, the volume. You can keep it, you can remove it if you want a cleaner chart as well. Let's add market sessions. Well, I cannot remember. Is it market sessions? The chalk and the boss is market structure, market sessions. So those are sort of ones that I like to use sometimes, just to confirm that where I have made the chalk correct, you know. So like, for example, I would have maybe said that, see, like the difference, I would have said this is the chalk for real, yeah, okay, but then it tapped over here, okay, and then I would only say that the break of structure happened here. But that's just me, you know, like how they measure it differently. Okay, but that's obviously in the daily chart, not in a lower time frame. So that's where all your indicators are. Okay, so then now you can also change the settings of your status analyze. So you don't need to have the title if you want chart values. Okay, then background, you don't need to have a background, you can have it white. See, values, imports, titles, if you want, indicators, imports, values, background. Then also, that's the status line, scales, okay, right, no overlapping labels, plus buttons you can click you know, countdown to bar close. I always like to have the countdown to bar close. It's very important to have, you know, because that can tell you when the bar closes. Okay, then canvas, you go to canvas, then background, solid, grid lines, none, take these away. I don't like seeing grid lines, you know. Then symbol, also you can change the color of your candlesticks. So let us make it, I like it purple for the body. Purple, purple, for example. Then blue, blue, blue. Okay, let's make the wicks black. Wicks black. Okay, so you can basically customize it how you feel, how it works for you. All right, so that is basically the setup, okay, of TradingView. Paper trading, connect. There we go. Now we're connected to our paper trading. So you remember we said take profit, stop loss, limit buy, market buy. Okay. So you have 100,000. Okay, available funds. Why is it not working? Oh no, that's why. I know why. Because I have buy, yeah, and I can say take profit, stop loss over there. Up to you, yeah. So it makes $800 $8 if I make it. Then otherwise I lose $11. Is that the way to do it, guys? No, that is not the way to do it, right? That was just a quick trade. Let us do it properly now, okay? Close position. Let's take a proper trade, right? So then how I did it is obviously I clicked my right button, I clicked it, and then buy or sell, okay? So let's sell. No, we want to sell. And it's not doing it. Feather's not doing it properly. So what do? We go to the 5-minute chart. Ah, there we go. Sessions came up. Maybe because I did it was on the daily chart. I'm such a non-aid. Okay, so this is the New York session. Ha! And guess what? New York session just opened, guys. So we can try the orb. So let's just see. So New York session just opened. Alright? So actually did it backwards. Oopsie. Yeah, it's okay. So let me just hang on a second. Settings. I did them backwards. This one is supposed to be purple. This one is supposed to be purple. This one is supposed to be blue. I did them backwards by accident. That's how I have. Okay. So then see. So we have had 30-minute candle, right? So we go to 30 minutes. This is the New York. And we're going to finish in 6 minutes, right? So, oh, I think I forgot one thing that I did need over here. Now, where is it? Oh, it's in here. Ah, these are the other ones I did forget. Oops, my bad. So sometimes rectangle, and you can have a circle and a highlighter or a brush. Those are extra ones that you can have added. As I said, you can add what you feel you need. All right, so basically, let us go. We can see here. So for the orb, right, 15 minutes. For the USDJPB, we take the square box. Dum dum dum. Okay. Normally like to make it bigger. So. Okay. can wait for it to have a look, right? To have a look. So let's even go look here, right? So if you used the orbe for the Tokyo session, I mean the London session, so what would have happened? Let's see what would have happened. Would it have been a winner or not? So we take it that box. This is where, oh, there we go. So we take it a box. This is where London session opened. Over here, right? Now, did it ever go through there? No, it didn't. The candle only finished outside over here. Yeah, only finished over here. So I mean, you could have waited for a retest over here. Okay, and then where is our position sizes? We could have waited for the retest to take place. So we saw this candle. Okay, sweet. Then we put it over here, and we could have put it below, above the box, yeah. And then we could have had 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Would it have made it? Yes, because we had the super long wick, and it would have closed. It would have taken the profit, you know. So normally what I like to wait for is I like to wait for a candle that's outside the box, or it looks like it, like some people say that because it finished outside the box. Like this one didn't finish outside the box. This one finished outside the box, inside the box again, but went out again. You know, like some people, what they could have done is, listen, if you're very good with your patience, you could have added the trade here. Okay, for example, in a sell, yeah, because it did come down. The first thing it did was come down, okay? But now, if you had done it in the box, you would have been taken out, okay? But if you had put it at the last high and still waited for 1, 2, 3, would you have made it? No, you wouldn't have, unfortunately. That's the thing, is you wouldn't have made it. But even if you went for a 1 to 2, you could have done it. But this one would have been very hard to close at market because it was a quick candle up. Probably was a spike down and then a quick up. All right, so I think for now that has been quite a bit, yeah, that has been quite a bit. And so I'm going to have to say farewell, and I will be back